Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about having Saturn in Aquarius in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the Saturn placements in a natal chart. They're a little bit concise, and some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive than the previous one. So anyway, first thing up, well, Saturn in astrology is connected with the father, older people, and authority figures. Now, having Saturn in Aquarius, well, these people, one or more of these people may actually be an Aquarius sun, moon, or ascending person, or embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be people that are eccentric, unorthodox, unconventional, ingenious, non-conforming, rebellious, um, people that have clear, reasoning power, be able to speak in a perspicacious manner, considerate, but it could also be people that are in Aquarius professions, whether it's aviation, astronomy, astrology, air conditioning repair, meteorology, innovation, as some examples. And this person, people that have this placement, may be very prudent and cautious in matters connected with their friends. They may be cynical regarding others, people that they may want to have as a friend. They may want structure and discipline more so in their friendships than the average person. Where they want Saturn, of course, may want consistency and be more about the quality, not the quantity as far as friends go. Now, also too, the Saturn in astrology is connected with restrictions and limitations. So, having Saturn in Aquarius, there may be some restriction, limitation in matters, with ingenuity and innovation. It might simply be just, there could be some fear in terms of expressing, some kind of prowess or ability connected with innovation. There might be, the person might feel that he or she may be judged more so than most if expressing it. There may be some restrictions and limitations in expressing selflessness, altruism outwardly. It could be matters, again, as I stated before, with friendships, because the person, Saturn and Aquarius in their natal chart may be a little bit more particular in terms of, who they have as their friends. It might have to be like, more connected with the certain criteria that has to be met. There may be some, limitations and associated in connection with society. There might be something where this person may feel he or she doesn't quite blend in with society, or doesn't like society for certain reasons. It even matters with one's future. There may be some something that might be hindering um, this person in terms of moving forward in life in general, and also the attainment of goals and aspirations. There may be some kind of limitation or restriction in connection with that. Now, Saturn in astrology is also associated with chronic issues. So if you have this placement in your natal chart, I would say especially if you got it like in the first or the sixth house. The first house is connected with the physical body. Sixth house is associated with physical related issues. There might be some chronic issues with the ankles, the shins, calves, nerves, circulation. It might be, some examples, some kind of chronic ankle instability. There may be, something, something with some kind of peripheral neuropathy. There may be, extensive nerve damage, in some cases. That somebody may have to may be dealing with that has this placement. And Saturn in astrology is also connected with responsibilities. So, there may be more with this placement. There may be more responsibilities to friends, to groups, clubs, organizations. Say if this person is on, let's take a basic example. This person is on like a sports team. He or she may be called upon, to be a leader or captain, of the team, as an example. Um, there may be more responsibilities, to humanitarian, altruistic endeavors more so than the average person. Matters something with computers or electronics. Um, and that person may feel that he or she, has more responsibility to the environment. It could be simply, by keeping it clean, not littering, as a basic example. It might be something, with air conditioners, or even something, else Aquarius related, astrology as an example. Tech labs, such as providing tech labs to the less fortunate, such as inner city schools, as an example. Now, Saturn is also connected with laborious work. So having Saturn and Aquarius in your natal chart, you may be involved, in hard labor in connection with. It could be something electrical, working on, wire. It could be like wiring at your place of business. It may be environmental work, or doing something, again, air conditioner repair, doing something with aerospace, rocket science, computers, electronics, something associated with astrology. Could be things that the person works very hard at. Also, too, Saturn is associated with one's career. So, um, having Saturn and Aquarius in your chart, you may have a career. Some examples could be astronomy, computers, such as computer programming or troubleshooting computers. Something with electronics. It could be like, fixing electronic games, as an example. It could be career, astrology, of course, which has, multitude of branches, whether it's just, dissecting natal charts or synastry charts, doing something with, the meteorology aspect of astrology, um, predictive astrology is some examples. It could be a career in aviation, um, meteorology, radiology, and again, going back to air conditioner repair, doing something, you know, with, rocket science in some isolated cases. Saturn is also about our fears and inhibitions. So Saturn and Aquarius in natal chart, there may be a lot of fear. It could just simply be integrating with groups and society. Um, New technology. Person may be, more drawn in some instances, to the more, the older conventional ways of doing things, and, may disdain, doing things that are in a new method or might be seen as unorthodox or unconventional. There might be some fear of one's future, moving forward, being progressive, and being independent as well. There might be more fear connected with the internet, more so than the average person. It could be, social networking, making connections online. There might be a lot of skepticism about the people that he or she encounters online. And also, Saturn in astrology is connected with concentration. It's about, what we may put a strong focus on and not allow extraneous things to interfere with what we're doing. So with Saturn and Aquarius, there may be a lot of concentration on matters connected with computers, whether it's troubleshooting them, whether it's just going online, computer programming as some examples, electronics as well, doing something with electrical work, working as an electrician, radiology. There may be if the person's an astrologer, there may be strong powers of concentration in connection with astrology. Um, it might be doing something, with model rockets as some examples, as a hobby or some unusual sport. I think there's something like underwater hockey, but you may want to confer that on the internet, or chess boxing, I believe. Whatever unusual sports exist, person may be interested in one or more of them and really have strong powers of concentration and connection with them. And it could also be just observing, analyzing people, humanity in general. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.